The walking foot is also known as an even feed foot or dual feed foot. It is an essential presser foot to have for many reasons, as it helps fabrics feed evenly through your sewing machine. The walking foot has a set of feed dogs that work in tandem with the machine's feed dogs, providing even feeding of slippery fabrics, stripes, plaids, naps, and multiple fabric layers such as when quilting. When sewing 2 layers of fabric, there is always a chance of fabric shifting. The lower layer is fed with a toothed feed dog. The upper layer is scooting along a smooth presser foot. When sewing long seams or tricky fabrics, the top layer usually comes out longer. The walking foot solves this issue by providing a toothed second feed dog on the presser foot, ensuring both top and bottom layers feed evenly. As you can see in this sample, the left 44-inch long seam was sewn with a standard presser foot, and the right was sewn with a walking foot. We've turned the fabrics over and you are looking at the bottom. The traditional foot left the top layer about 3/4 of an inch longer than the bottom layer. The walking foot sample on the right made both layers meet at the end. Here you can see how the walking foot works with the machine feed dogs in tandem to feed both upper and lower layers evenly without shifting. When attaching the walking foot, first unscrew your current presser foot and shank, then screw on the walking foot, making sure that the driver arm fork goes around the needle bar screw. The up and down motion of the needle is what drives the walking foot to walk with the machine's feed dog. After attaching the walking foot, you sew as you would normally with a traditional presser foot, same machine settings. Sew no faster than 1/2 to 3/4 speed to allow the walking foot to do its job. The walking foot is usually used for seaming or quilting, so the straight stitch is most commonly used, though you can use most utility stitches depending on the task at hand. You can also use many simple decorative stitches when using the walking foot during the quilting process. The open toe of the walking foot means it's easy to see where you are stitching, and the sole of the walking foot has markings on it which are helpful for quilters. There are markings for center needle position, 1/4 inch behind the needle, center needle position along the sides, 1/8 inch and 1/4 inch in front of the needle, as well as 1/4 inch seam markings on both toes. The 1/4 inch marking is essential as it allows you to sew on long fabric strips for sashings and bindings without having to worry about fabric slippage. Quarter inch markings in front of and behind the needle position allow you to pivot a perfect 1/4 inch turn. There are also 1/8 inch markings too. The edge guide or quilting guide is helpful when you wish to sew a consistent distance from the fabric edge or a previous line of stitching. The guide slips into the back hole in the foot, either right or left, for any situation. The edge guide is also helpful when sewing casings or hems on home dec items such as draperies or pillow flanges. So whenever you are sewing and experiencing slippage of the top fabric, attach your walking foot. It's an essential foot to have in case your fabrics unexpectedly begin shifting. The open toe walking foot is available from thecolorfulworldofsewing.com.